Good afternoon. We the visualizations. We've done that, but now we need to know where does Tara or Dolma come from? What is she? Where is she come from? Tara can be understood on many different levels. First, she is a historical body, a person who generated bodhicitta, the altruistic intention to attain full enlightenment in order to benefit all living beings most effectively, and then actualized that intention by becoming a Buddha. And second, she is a manifestation of awakened qualities. And third, she is our Buddha potential and its future sort of fully purified and developed form. So before we go to the Tara practice with Tara mantra, and take a look at her picture. And she is really sitting there. So all the images and paintings are in reality wisdom beings. And it depends on the individuals how they perceive it. So when you look at her picture, if you perceive her as a wisdom being, a real sort of actual Tara, you get the value and the blessings and the help of the true wisdom being Tara. When you take a look at picture, if you perceive it as in sort of expensive painting, you get the blessings and values of expensive painting. You know, if you perceive this as a very cheap poster, you know, you get the blessings and the value of cheap poster. It depends, you know, it depends you. So this is the sort of mystery of perception and value. So it is to our own benefit to perceive her as a true wisdom being rather than a cheap poster card, you know. It's very important. That's the, you know, it depends you how you see Tara. Very, very important. So that's why I say when you visualize, don't visualize her sort of like a painter, tanka picture. You know, you have to visualize a woman, wonderful qualities, full of wisdom, compassion, love and kindness, bodhicitta. That's very important because do you remember there is a story about an old woman and one of my perfect teacher. There was an old woman and her son went to India on business all the time, you know. And his mother told him her son went to India Bodh Gaya, and she knew that Bodh Gaya is in India, and that is where the perfectly enlightened Buddha came from, right? Bodh Gaya. Buddha enlightened in India, and underneath this Bodh tree, which is Bodh Gaya right now. So he said to him, bring me some special sort of relic from India so that I can do my prostrations to it. And she sort of repeated her request many times, but her son kept forgetting and never bothered her what she had asked for. And one time she said, at this time, if you will not bring me something for my prostration, I will die.
Oh no.
And then, of course, the son went to India for business and back home, and he forgot his mother's request again. And he almost, was approaching his house, and he remembered that his mother's request. And now it's just, if I don't bring this, then he was going to die. And then what am I going to do? And he looked around, and he saw a dog's head. And he took one of the teeth, the dog's teeth. Do you remember this story? And he wrapped it in a kata and arriving home, and he gave it to his mother and saying, there you go, here is the one of Buddha's teeth. It's actually dog's teeth, And he said, this is Buddha's teeth, and you can use it as a, support your prayers, your prostration. And his mother just, of course, believed her son, and she had a great faith, right, in this truth, the teeth. And just as if it is really Buddha's teeth, and then she did prostration and offerings all the time, every single day, because he believed, and of course he has a very strong faith and devotion in Buddha. And of course she believed her son. So, and she prostrated every day and offerings every day. And then when she died, and there was a rainbow light around her body, and not only that, other signs of accomplishment. So now you think about these stories. What do you understand? Now see, the dog's tooth does not contain any blessings. But the old woman's faith was so strong that she was sure that it really was Buddha's teeth, right? So through her faith, the tooth was sort of imbued with Buddha's blessings, until in the end that dog's tooth was in no way different from a real Buddha teeth. So it was by the power of her faith that he experienced the compassion of the Buddhas. So that's why when you take a look at Tara's picture, what do you see? What do you think? What do you feel? You need to investigate your feeling. You just see Tara's just like picture, or you see just real Buddha. What do you see? What do you feel? How much you have a devotion? How much you have, if you sometimes there says in order to the Dzogchen view, sometimes if you have strong faith, even though you don't understand very well about Dharma, Buddha Dharma, but through your faith, you have chance to become enlightened. I think, last year I went to Chicago, and there was a woman, and she's very, she sit by my chair, my seat, and we talked a little bit about religions. She was very strong Christian, very, very strong Christian. She doesn't understand very well about Bibles, but she just believed without understand. I thought that's I think that's fine. That's wonderful. She just believed. She just believed in strong faith in God. And she told me so many stories. She said, I just believe God, so that's why this happened to me. Nice, that's why this happened. So she gives me many history like good sort of happened, for her. So because I think that's true, because she just believe, in faith. And then somewhere is someone is there for her if you have this kind of conviction, belief, confident, faith. So that's the same happened. This old woman, become sort of a very good practitioner through the dog's teeth. And my grandfather every day recited the 21 taras, prayers, and definitely I'm sure more than 100,000 times, 21 taras. It's long prayer. Every day he just practiced that. Actually, he did not know the Buddhism, the Dharma very well, but his faith in Tara was really amazing. And one day he went to kind of a rocky mountain, and he was a shepherd, and he found a beautiful, beautiful Tara statue on a rock. He just very, very, happy, and he said, this is the most important thing in my life. And I think that was really very sort of good sign. He just lots of rocks on the mountain, and he has the sheep, his shepherd, and go there, and every day he just take care of the animals and practice Tara, 21 Taras. He of course memorized them. I don't know how much he understands the visualizations, but just the faith, and he found this statue of Tara. So that kind of many stories happening, if you practice about Tara. Sometimes we called his Tara is very quickly, that's what we called Nirma. Sometimes we call it nirma. Nirma. Nir means very quickly. Ma means mother. So sometimes we call dorma, sometimes thara, sometimes nirma. Nirma means it's very quickly. If you practice about thara, it's help you very quickly. So it's nirma. So that's about thara and deity, yidam. So deities. So, the faith, devotion, the deity's response depends on the strength of our devotion and belief. If there is a doubt in our mind, there is a small chance, that Tara's blessings and protection will come to us. But, trust without reserve and complete conviction will ensure that they will certainly come. If we develop a faith, the blessings of Buddhas will enter us. So we always say that the Hinayana, the foundation is renunciation, right? Mahayana's the foundation is bodhicitta. Vajrayana's foundation is faith. Buddha never say these are kind of the stages, First you practice Hinayana, like for instance, if you practice compassion, first thinking about yourself, right? Free from suffering. And then you expand, more your family, your friends, and then slowly you expand all living beings, right? So you start Hinayana practice. And then you more and more become a Mahayana, right? Your compassion more great, more, profound. And then the last you practice Vajrayana, right? So that's why Buddha never say the first time you have to have faith, you have to believe, he never say that. We never say that because there is a reason. The first time when you practice Hinayana, you have to have faith in me, otherwise you can't practice. He doesn't say that, because people don't like that. But when you practice Hinayana, Mahayana, then you understand very well about Buddhism. Then you understand how important to have faith in devotion for the Vajrayana practice. So if you want to practice Vajrayana, faith, devotion, the foundation, very important. Understand, the reason, you have a reason that you need to faith in devotion in Tara or Buddha, whatever. These are very, very important. If you are a beginner, or if you are not Buddhist, then I would say no, it's not necessary to faith, right? Devotion. First, you have to understand more, practice more, about Buddhism. What do you think? You can investigate all this. And eventually you have a room for, I have to have faith, I have to devotion, otherwise I can't practice Vajrayana, because then I get less blessings, and less chance to become enlightened. You will understand more and make sense to you. So then the true realization will arise, and you will see the nature state as it really is. So in this way, faith and the realization of the nature state support each other. This level, Vajrayana. So then our capacity to receive the compassion and blessings of the Buddhas therefore depends entirely on devotion and faith. Because today we talk about this faith and devotion important because this is Vajrayana practice. Most of you are already Buddhist and also practice Vajrayana, so you need to understand that. So now, what is Tara? At first way to understand Tara is so many years ago, right? Avalokiteshvaraya was very active and busy sort of helping living beings. And he said, I need help. And of course, Tara appeared, and Tara said, I'm here for you. What do you mean, help you? And Tara promised to attain full enlightenment in a woman's body and to help through the physical form of female and continuously to return in a female form in order to benefit others. So that's why nowadays we have so many kandos, right? Kando means someone who is kind of, they think they are reincarnation of Taras or these female Buddhas, right? So, because Tara said, I would like to continuously return in female form in order to sort of benefit others. So we have lots of Rinpoches, Kandos, Turkus, so these reincarnations, right? Some people don't believe reincarnation, but we do have those kind of things. So if they have a good motivation, and if they have a bodhicitta mind, then no problem. I think they can say, I'm a Kandu, I'm a Rinpoche, I'm a Turk. I think that's just fine, you know. And then people more sort of believe, and that's why they can help more, and they have more capacity. But if they don't have good motivation, no bodhicitta, no compassion, then that's the problem. Anyway, so if you practice Tara, she will protect you from danger. But the question is, how does Tara protect us from danger? The real protection is the Dharma in which we take refuge, right? The true paths and true cessations of sufferings. So we must first learn about Dharma and then practice. So in this way, that Tara frees our mind and protect our danger. That is what we meditate. That's what we think. That's what we do. Not other than that. You know, Tara has been very popular throughout the Buddhist country. Very popular. And not only in Tibet, but also in India, China, Japan, everywhere. And Tara is very popular. Popular means very commonly sort of accepted, you know. And popular means everybody's practice. Everybody's practice means it's benefit, right? They can see immediately protect. So that's what we call nirma, very quickly help you, Tara. And that's why Tara, if you practice Tara, Tara protects you from danger. So which means if you practice Tara, slowly she can change your mind. Oh, you think, oh, I have to practice this. I have to stop doing this. So that's how help Tara. Otherwise, it's a little bit difficult. Tara appears in front of you and talking with you. You should not do this every day, like, you know. That's kind of difficult. But if you practice Tara, slowly change your mind. You know, there are so many cause and conditions, circumstances, and then she will slowly change your mind in a good way. For instance, oh, I want to stop eating this. Not good for me. Become a vegetarian. Good health. Oh, I have to practice more. So you will sort of think that. That's Tara's blessings. That's you have to understand. That's why we said protect you, help you. So that's the second way how you understand Tara. No, the first way. The second way to understand Tara is in manifestation, right? Or embodiment of enlightened qualities. Anyone who has attained Buddhahood can appear in this form of any kind of deities. Not just one white Tara or one Buddha. These are simply appearance emanations. They are different physical appearances of Tara, you know, green Tara, white Tara, red, also wrathful Tara, and peaceful Tara. All are one Tara with different qualities and different effect on the individual practitioners. You have to understand that. Different characteristic of Tara's qualities have taken different physical forms, right? Each deity is a manifestation of the same enlightened qualities: love, compassion, wisdom, bodhicitta, and so forth. Although each manifestation may sort of emphasize particular quality. For example, Tara symbolizes enlightened activity, while Avalokiteshvara embodies compassion. So among the different forms of Tara, each Tara has her own sort of unique specialty, symbolized her by her colors, implements, and physical postures, so on and so forth. So even though all Buddhas have the same sort of internal character and qualities, but they appear in different manifestations to emphasize certain characteristics. So when you look at Tara, what kind of feeling does Tara give you? Tara has the power to help us. However, This power is effective only if we trust and believe in faith. For Tara to help, we must practice and, pray to her and call sort of upon her from the bottom of your hearts without doubt. She represents success in worldly relationship as well as in the spiritual development, giving us a sense of enjoyment and hope. So one reason for this is that by visualizing and praying to Tara, we are energized to create causes for happiness and to eliminate interference in our Dharma practice. So we must understand that Tara was a human being and she cultivated love and compassion in order to help others. So this is because the problem actually of human beings can only be solved by human beings, and others can only help. Similarly, for instance, the problems of animals, think about that, can only be solved by animals, and the others can only help, right? So for instance, I am the only one that can solve my problem, and you people can help, right? You are the only one that can solve your problems, and others can help. So which means that each of can only solve our own problems, and the others can only help. So that's why we have more responsibility. That's why Buddha said, you can practice, you can follow, but it depends your, how you do. I can help you, I can show you the path, but I cannot solve your problems. You only can solve your problem, and I can help you. That you need to know we have our big responsibilities. So we trust Tara and ask her for help, and then she will. But in order to help, first we need to understand we have our responsibility, which is we have to trust and faith in her. This means that you are responsible for yourself. Nothing other than that. You really need to understand. Sometimes people say, I'm going to practice Buddhism, and then Buddha take away my suffering. That's a wrong view, misunderstand. But you practice about Buddha and follow him, and then slowly you can change your mind, right? And be a good person. That's Buddha's how he helped. That's the only way how he can help. Otherwise, he cannot take your suffering. It's impossible. But if you have special sort of karmic connection between you and Buddha, maybe he can take your suffering. But I think it's almost impossible. In order to diminish your suffering, you have a responsibility. You have to do it. Nobody can take away you're suffering. But understand? You stop, harm others, follow Buddha's, how he said, don't harm others, and then you have a good karmas. Then you will not suffer. So that's how you do, right? If you harm others and then you create bad karma, you will suffer. So once you already created bad karma, Buddha cannot take away that bad karma from you. So you will suffer, definitely. That's why the cessation of suffering, right? The third noble truth for it. All right. 132, 245. Okay, we'll practice. So understand, right, Tara? Yeah.
If we're attracted to a particular color of Tara, for example, I seem to be drawn to green Tara, should we just pick? Is that okay? Just pick which one?
No problem. Red, green, yellow. Is there black Tara?
Yes.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Okay, whatever. I never practiced black Tara because I don't know. But it's strange. So this Tara, the white Tara, has 7 eyes, right?
Yeah.
This we call the wish fulfilling Tara. So I don't like visualize someone who has 7 eyes. Really, I don't like visualize someone who has so many heads and hands and legs because I'm a human being, So I like visualize a human being. So what I practice when I practice my Tara, visualize white Tara exactly green Tara, like green Tara. She is wonderful, the kind of, what do you call it, dancing posture? Like that, I like that. That's kind of woman's, kind of really related woman's posture. And she has 2 eyes, beautiful face, 2 hands, but green, not so much, I like. So I like white Tara. So whatever you want, why not? You can choose.
Someday you have to get a tanka commissioned that is green Tara's body but white Tara in color. Because we tried to find a white Tara with a green Tara posture. Can't find it.
No.
So you're going to have to get one commissioned.
Can't find it.
Or have someone do Photoshop.
Yeah.
So whatever you want.
He said, can you Photoshop?
Yeah. So what is the difference? If white Tara is wish-fulfilling Tara, then what would you call green? What is green Tara?
What do you mean? Green Tara is, I call green Tara.
Oh. So she's still wish-fulfilling, but she doesn't have the...
No, it's different. Wishful, the Tara is, she sits the 7 posture, which not like this, the dancing, it's not dancing posture. Her legs cross each other, and then she has, I think, 7 eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 eyes. She can see more. So we. But green Tara has an omniscient mind. She will know more.
I thought you said the qualities were all the same.
Well, Ultimate level, yes. All right. So whatever really you want to visualize, it's up to you. Not necessarily Tara, right? Maybe beautiful woman has lots of compassion that you know. You can visualize that too. So all this really good for you, especially the woman. You know, Tara is for women. I mean, it's not for woman only a woman, but I think women really like practice Tara more than men. So, but I really like Tara because we call Nirma quickly mother. I think that's really true, you know. Sometimes I have a little bit difficult, and I just immediately practice Tara and problem solved immediately. That's why I think Nirma is really makes sense. So I like practice Tara a lot. Every day I do. Every day. So you can. I wish you will. And
Khenpo,
yeah.
could you pronounce the long life mantra just right now for a moment slowly?
Yes, I can. Om Tari 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 Mama Ayer Jana Panyi Bidang Kur Ye So Ha.
One more time.
One more time. Om Tari 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 Mama Ayer Jana Panyi Bidang Kur Ye. That's kind of three words. Kur Ye So Ha.
Is it P-tongue?
Bidang, yeah. Bidang.
Backwards here.
Bidang.
This is Puting.
Bidang. Bidang. Putang. No, Bidang. Actually, this is P-E, right? P-tang. P-tang
That's
Korea.
where I was getting confused.
Yeah. Something like P-tang.
Okay.
Yeah, not you. I think Putang. All right. Okay. I and all sentient beings take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Tara, and her mandala. I and all sentient beings take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Tara, and her mandala. I and all sentient beings take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Tara, and her mandala. For the benefits of all sentient beings, in order to obtain the state of perfection, I shall practice the Samayata. For the benefit of all sentient beings, in order to obtain the state of perfection, I shall practice the Samaya Buddhara. For the benefit of other sentient beings, in order to obtain the state of perfection, I shall practice the Samaya Buddhara. May all sentient beings have happiness and cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be part from the sublime bliss that is free from suffering. May they remain in a state of equanimity, free from attachment and aversion to those near and far. All right, 1 minute. Correct your motivation. Okay, now you visualize Tara. Om Maha Shunya Danjana Bhajar Sobhawa Ama Kohan. Everything is empty. When you say this mantra, you are just thinking, oh, everything is empty. That means not everything is empty, right? You are thinking everything is empty. But when you say this mantra and then um, um, come back and see your mind, take a look at your mind, the kind of the nature of your mind, then just automatically everything is empty, become emptiness. You don't have to visualize, okay, this room is no longer here, this seat, chairs not here. You don't like that. Just when you say this mantra and just take a look at your mind, what looks like. Is there something or not? It's empty or not? But it's empty, definitely it's empty. So just to relax and let go your thoughts. Let go your all thoughts, good and bad, all thoughts. After that, afterward, then you take your mind, look at mind, everything is empty. But if you can't let go your thoughts, then it's not empty, right? So good, bad, every thought, all thoughts go, let go. Then you recognize, then everything's empty. That is the nature of the appearance. That is the reality. That's the how we need to develop. All right. Now, in the space before me appears a white lotus with a moon disk upon it. The love and compassion of all intent appear from. She sits on a lotus, moon, youthful and radiant, her right hand gesture an invitation to liberation. Her left hand holds an opala flower, indicate the protection of the three jewels, giving courage and assume to those dominated by fear. Okay, 1 second, visualize Tara above your head. In her heart center, another white lotus, and some are here new. So, if you don't mind, I'll explain a little bit. So, how you visualize Tara's heart center, you visualize lotus flower. On top of that, a moon disk, small moon disk, and then central of moon disk, you visualize tam syllable, and then nectar. Nectar comes from this tam syllable, which is the wisdom and compassion nectar. And you got this nectar from syllables, from Tara's body, speech, and mind. And then purify all your sufferings, worries, stress. Most important, you visualize, you have to think, really Tara is there, sits there in top of your head, real Tara. Her body is like us, physical, not exactly us, but full of qualities, beautiful. Her mind, wisdom mind, compassion mind. Visualize that. Almost you can talk with her. You can say, please help me, I have this problem. All right. Now the mantra. Brilliant light radiates from the syllable Tam within her heart, collecting back in the sense of the accessible validity and powerful blessing of body, speech, and mind. Energy steams forth from Tara's heart and body. I and all beings observe this nectar of light and are clean and visible, obtain realization of deathlessness. Om Tare Tere Soha. Om Tare Tere Soha. Om Tare Tere Soha. Om Tare Tere Soha. Om Dare Soha. Om Dare Soha. Om Dare Soha. Om Dare Soha. Ida Dare Soha. Om 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 Nida Dare Soha. Om 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 Dare Soha Om Dare 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 Dare Soha Dare Soha Om Dare Dare Soha Om Dare Dare Soha soha. Om Dare 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 soha. Om Dare Dare soha. Om Dare 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 soha. Long life. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re Soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re Soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re Soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayar Jana Baye Bedang Re soha. yeso That as prayer. Jip zan pagma dorma chen che no gar chen kan ser sam da nye ren zo. Jip zan pagma dorma chen che no gar chen kan ser sam da nye ren zo. Jip zan pagma dorma chen che no gar chen kan ser sam da nye ren zo. Jip zan pagma dorma chen che no gar chen kan ser sam da nye ren zo. Jip zan pagma dorma chen che no gar chen kan ser sam da nye ren zo. Jip zan pagma dorma chen che no gar chen kan ser sam da nye ren zo. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me. Remove my obstacles. Quickly grant my excellent aspirations. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me. Remove my obstacles. Quickly grant my excellent aspirations. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me. Remove my obstacles. Quickly grant my excellent aspirations. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me. Remove my obstacles. Quickly grant my excellent aspirations. All phenomenal appearances become the mandala of noble Dharam. Everything dissolves into light and dissolves into noble Dhara. Noble Dhara dissolves into my heart center and protect me. This is kind of like Guru Yoga practice, Taras, body, speech, mind, especially the wisdom mind, merge and union your nature mind. So become oneness. Taras mind, wisdom, compassion mind, and your nature mind become merged in union. So that's you called Guru Yoga practice. So just to dissolve into everything, Tara, into your heart center. And you should recognize the nature of your mind. Let go all your thoughts. Just to let go. Don't follow. Do not follow your thoughts. Do not follow your thoughts. Let go. Do not follow your thoughts. Let go. Don't follow your thoughts. Let go. Okay. No dedication of Mary. By these virtues practice, may I quickly attain the realization of noble Tara, accomplishing this may my liberate all sentient beings without exception into the same realization. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayer Jana Baye Pirankare Soha. Om Dare Dare Mama Ayer Jana Baye